Greetings and hello, fellow members of Earth. I am Sir Playlot64, and this is the Vulture's Nest. Alongside my, and as you can see, alongside my two co-hosts and bestest friends in the world, Roxy Reviews and Evil Spirit Gaming. We're going to talk about this year's Pixar movie that did not get attention at all, thanks to Disney putting zero effort in marketing.
Hello.
Fuck you guys.
But they
Hello.
did put effort in screwing over the creator's vision.
We'll talk about that later.
Hello. My head hurts, and I am very, very tired. But
Is it because of the movie?
no,
If so, I'm
no,
sorry.
no. The movie didn't cause me to have a headache. I just been having I think my sinuses are fucked up, but I should be fine relatively soon as long as I keep taking my ibuprofen. Wait, IB what? Huh? IB what? Anyways,
He did what in his profin?
no, the joke is the joke. You be what? Yeah, you be profin all over the place. Nobody be profin like I be profin. Anyways, yeah. Today we were talking about or this isn't our first Pixar. This is like the first like Pixar movie that we're talking about that's new, and not the first.
Yeah, first Pixar focused episode of Vulture's Nest.
I mean,
Yeah.
after 3 Marvel movies and technically 2 Netflix movies if you count K-pop Demon Hunters. I know it's like an episode, but you know. Yeah, so this is a pretty big, this is a pretty good episode for us to do. I'm gonna read off
And yeah,
what.
speaking of which, just like we did with that episode, we will not be comparing these movies together since it's really stupid and
Wait,
excessive.
comparing.
Wait, what? I
What
don't
are
even
we?
know what you're referring to.
Are you talking about K-pop
Comparing
Demon Hunters?
Elio to K-pop Demon Hunters, since
People like to do that apparently.
that happened a lot when it was coming out. Like, oh, Pixar's so cooked. Sony's the new king of animation. Pixar's officially dead. Yeah.
People online say that anytime any good animated movie comes out that isn't from Pixar.
See, it's funny. They say Sony's like the best animated movie. Then literally like a couple months later, fixed release, and then they're like, "Oh my god, this is like the worst thing ever! Oh my god!" Like,
No, it's literally The Last Wish and Ruby Gillman all over again.
Oh yeah. So if you guys do not know what Elio is, it is a 2025 American animated science fiction adventure film produced by Pixar Animation Studios for Walt Disney Pictures, directed by Madeline Sherfan, Domi Chi, and Adrian Molina, and written by Julia Chow, Mark Hammer, and Mike Jones. From a story developed by Melina Shafran, Shi, and Chow, the film stars the voices of Jonas Kirbrabe, Zoe Saldana, Remy Eggerly, Dylan Gilmer, Matthias, or Matthias, I think is what it is. I can't pronounce that, I'm sorry. Brandon Moon, Brad Garrett, and Jamil. It follows an 11-year-old boy named Elio Solis, who is mistaken for the intergalactic ambassador of Earth after being beamed up to the Communiverse by aliens for making contact, and must negotiate a crisis that involves the warlord father of an alien he befriended. Sorry if I butchered that a little bit. But yeah, this is Elio. I guess to ask, how did we all hear about this movie? I'll start with Sir, because Sir was wanting to talk about it, so Sir, go ahead.
Yeah. I believe, like everyone else, the earliest I've heard about it was back in 2022 when it was around that time was in early development.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I of course wanted to see it since it's from Pixar. I've been going out of my way to see every new Pixar movie in theaters, including Lightyear, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's like the movie equivalent of committing suicide.
Oh my god.
I mean, I
But
don't
yeah,
know.
I did. and actually was somewhat excited. I mean, the premise seemed interesting. I was somewhat excited to see it, to the point where I actually was planning to have this be the big payoff movie of my Pixar review marathon of 2024. But then it got delayed by like over a year, and it was like, nah, I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna have Inside Out 2 be the big payoff film of that marathon, and it paid off because I really love Inside Out 2.
Same here.
And
Oh, good.
I
Oh,
did
good. The
eventually watch
bathroom
Elio
finally opened.
this summer when I was on vacation with my mom. She We liked it, yeah, though she thought it was a bit formulaic.
Hmm. Roxy, what about you?
The bathroom opened, so I'm going to go because I was waiting for the person in the bathroom to go so I could go use it, but that didn't fucking happen until for like 20 minutes, and now it's available. So
Oh,
I'm gonna piss.
do you want
I
me?
mean, I saw the marketing and I watched the movie with 2 for in on a Discord call. That's all you really need to know.
Oh, okay.
I did see, funnily enough, literally like the day after I posted it, I saw I saw a post on Blue Sky by Explosion that said, "Does anybody else like what the fuck the slug alien, the pink one? I can read minds." It was something along the lines of that,
Okay.
and it's like, yo, base.
Oh God.
I mean, it's more reasonable for that than the fucking tablet.
I guess. Okay. Well, Roxy, you can go to the bathroom. I guess I'll explain while you're gone. You
Yeah, yay! It's the P episode of the podcast. Let's go.
Didn't we already have an episode where you like? Never mind. I don't want to remind you of anything. So I watched. Uh.
No, wait,
No.
Caroline,
Nope.
Caroline, Caroline.
No.
Just before I go, can you replace me in the thumbnail with Fuller from Home Alone?
No. You're doing the thumbnails.
um,
Why do you keep asking me to do
oh yeah,
stuff when you do these thumbnails? You're like, "Oh, can you make me like this?" I'm like, "You're the one doing it." um Except I did Fantastic Four for you because I wanted that episode to come out. Anyways, so I believe my first time hearing about it was supposed to come out in 2024. Same year as our Lord and Savior Deadpool and Wolverine came out. Um, and I was like, oh, I guess I can go and watch this. I mean, I need something to hold me over while I wait for Deadpool and Wolverine. Inside Out 2 came out instead, and I decided for my first time, because I got my license in 20. Yeah, I waited too long to get my license. Shut the fuck up, kindly. But I drove with my sister and one of my best friends. We went and watched it, Inside Out 2, and I didn't really know what the fuck Elio was. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. Heard it was coming out this year, saw promotional stuff, and genuinely, I just went, this looks incredibly boring and basic, so kind of no point for me to go and watch it. Then Sir was like, hey, or Sir brought up like something about Elio, and I was like, do you want to do an episode of that for the podcast? He said, sure. And then it came out. I didn't watch it until literally today. Because I genuinely keep forgetting this movie existed, and I could definitely see why I even think that right now. So yeah, that was my first
Yeah.
time watch. That's all you really need to know about me and my relationship with this Pixar movie. Um. So yeah, at least you guys can all know that I'm not pissed off about this movie. So. But yeah, no. Also another
Yeah.
thing. I guess about Deadpool and Wolverine real quick. So when Deadpool and Wolverine was like coming out, I could have swore I thought I saw a trailer for Elio. I don't remember if it was during that or what, but I remember seeing the trailer for Elio and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot this is coming out." I think I even did that during I think Thunderbolts or the Minecraft movie. God, I want to do an episode on the Minecraft movie. That'd be so fucking funny. But yeah, in case anybody's wondering, um, about what the next. Wait, what is the next Pixar movie coming out? Is it Toy Story 5 the next one coming out?
Uh, Next one is Hoppers, which is coming out on March 6th.
And then Toy Story 5?
Yeah, and then Toy Story 5.
Oh god. Are we all excited for the Toy Story 5 episode?
Uh, we're excited for the Hoppers episode.
I feel like if I oh yeah, I forgot Hoppers is a thing. You see, okay, I'm just gonna be honest here. So a lot of like Pixar movies past like shit I know. Okay, for example, I love Coco. I don't like the fact they're doing a Coco too, by the way. Um, I love. I mean, I don't love it, but like I'm fine with certain Pixar sequels. But like some of their original work, like Turning Red sucked. I didn't like it. Do you even count Lightyear as original? I mean, it's based off Toy Story, but it's an original story.
No, it's a spinoff.
Yeah, well, I
Oh
didn't.
wait, okay. I just came back. I didn't hear the conversation, but if you're talking about when people say, like, whenever somebody's like, okay, well, why does every original Pixar movie nowadays look the same? And then somebody comes over and is like, what about Inside Out 2? What about Light? It's like, those aren't original movies, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, no, I was talking about how most of Pixar's like newer movies, like I liked what I remember of Luca, and I was like, oh, that's fine. It's a good movie. I mean, I wouldn't rank it high or anything. But I guess that's the thing with me. I'm not really interested in like everything Pixar does, because like aside from like a few small things like oh, Incredibles 3, of course I'd be excited for Incredibles 3. If for like some reason they decided to do an Inside Out 3, I would be fine with it. Kinda. I would be a little
I mean,
bit
they
more.
definitely will, but since Inside Out 2 became like the highest grossing animated film for a few months.
Yeah. So like that's another.
And then some random Chinese movie that nobody over here has ever heard of, and I still don't know anything about,
I heard
apparently topped it.
it's apparently a sequel to like another movie from China. I can't remember what it's called, but it's actually, from what I heard, it's pretty funny.
Neza, I think that's what it's called.
When are we gonna do an episode on that? Let us know down the. Okay. Anyways, so I haven't.
Okay.
So yeah, most of like Pixar's new stuff, even Inside Out 2, I would like. Okay, let's be honest. I don't think anybody was really all that excited for. I think a lot of people were more like, "Why do this?" But I was more like, I don't know. Pixar's never been my
I mean,
favorite
at least for
studio.
Inside Out, I can definitely see the potential of making a sequel. Because even the creators admitted when they were done with the first movie that they had just so many ideas they weren't able to fit in.
Yeah.
But there's so much potential to expand on this universe.
If they announce Cars 4, I swear to God. Cars 4. I mean, I don't know. How
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Oh, Kung Fu Panda 5 we all know is happening. Like, right? Like, that's
Aren't they
just...
planning to make it like another Kung Fu Panda show with Aquafina, everyone's favorite? I say. Meanwhile, like for the past like couple days, I've continually been looking up stuff about the tarantula from the bad guys, but that's beside the point.
Well, anyways, so yeah, Elio is what we're talking about today. In case you're wondering about like the behind the scenes drama, I know nothing about the behind the scenes bullshit, so I would like if one of you guys explain it
I
to me.
know. I think well, all I know is Elio's was originally going to be more queer coded, but
Well, it was also a much more personal movie to the director's experience, and then
yeah,
basically Pixar or Disney, I don't really know which one of them did it, like basically put in so many notes and changed the story so much that it was basically unrecognizable, and people literally left the project out of respect for the original vision.
Oh, so it's
yeah.
another
It's
classic case of
I think
company
It's what happened to
interference.
Brave. It's
Oh,
what
it,
happened to Brave, and they
cool.
didn't learn.
no, only this. get the feeling this is the start of that news last year from when the wrong lessons Pixar learned from their recent failures. The one that Chief
Make
did a video
Riley
about it.
less gay was an actual note that was given to
Yeah,
animators.
I feel like this is the start of that direction. Unfortunately,
See, here's the
Well,
thing.
no, Inside Out 2 was the start of that direction. Just none of us knew it because that movie's actually really fucking good.
See, here's the thing. I feel like it's a little weird for us to get into the Hollywood industry talk, but I'm totally fine with it. Because this is important. I feel like people are now starting to realize that Disney is not really a brand to go to anymore. Like, I mean, I'm not saying like Disney has always been like this perfect, magical place that always had good stuff going for it.
yeah.
But Disney now at the
And
very least, or at the very least Pixar, has been going down a trajectory of just shitty shit stuff. Why do you think that we're getting a Coco 2 or an Incredibles 3 or a Toy Story 5? Like, we're getting these not because they really want to make a sequel to Toy Story. Look, here's the thing. Nobody wanted to make a Toy Story 4 to begin with. So, making a Lightyear movie, which I know a lot of people said, "Oh, well that wouldn't do well." Yeah, but like aside from the fact of making like obviously Toy Story 453, they're like, well, what if we tried branching off? Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't go for the idea of a Woody's Roundup miniseries on Disney Plus, but they went with Forky Ask a Fucking Question. Who
Cars
asked for
on the
that?
road.
no,
Cars
they
on.
instead put all their eggs into Lightyear, and they were like panicking, like, "Why didn't it do well? It's Toy Story. It's Toy Story. It had to do well."
It must be because of the just like the there just like a fire background appears behind them, the lighting turns red. The gays.
Let's see, and like, I feel like what Elio showed to me is that most of like the creative works that they've been doing, like Pixar especially, like they're just gonna if they're gonna just rip it away from someone else, why bother? Why even do that? Like, I mean, why? Like, I mean, okay, we all know this. I don't like Fixed, but I feel like Fixed would be an infinitely worse movie if Gendy Tartakovsky couldn't even fucking produce the
Gendy Tartakovsky.
Tartakovsky. Sorry, my bad. I'm legitimately not trying to fuck up his name. But like, I feel like it would be an infinitely worse movie if it wasn't like the movie he wanted to make. I feel like it would be way worse, and if he had to leave the project and Sony was like, "Oh fuck it, greenlight it anyways," like it would be a worse movie. So I feel like, why would you get rid of the guy who is working on this movie, who obviously has like a clear idea for the plot, only just to rip him off from the project to give it to someone else? That doesn't make any sense. Is there like any reason?
Pixar is not being. I think it's very clear that Pixar is not being run by smart people anymore.
I mean, isn't
Well,
Peter
you
Doctor
say
still
you
there?
say that, but was it ever like really? I mean, like John Lasseter was in charge, like
Look,
at the beginning.
John
Yeah.
Lasseter is a lot of things. That's all I had to say. I mean, he's just a lot of
Yeah,
things.
a lot of things, and but what's really stupid is I see comments who are like, "This wouldn't have happened if John Lasseter was still in charge. Bring back John Lasseter. Dude's a misogynist. Why do you want him back?"
Wasn't he also a sex offender or
Yeah,
something?
like okay, just because like okay, somebody who sucks and did a good job with things in the past, but like everybody else at the company fucking hates him. Why would you want to bring him back?
Look,
That's like
Yeah,
the
that's
guy.
like that's
I
like
don't.
bringing your abusive dad back into the family just because you're used to having him around.
Yeah,
No,
I don't care if he did a good job running the company. Yeah, good on you. He, I
He like
if it
he
means
like
getting
literally
people
quote unquote
uncomfortable, I
couldn't.
wouldn't want him back. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
he like
want him
literally
back.
quote unquote couldn't control himself when like around the woman in the place.
oh,
And also like
gross.
they literally named a sexual assault move in the studio after him.
Ah,
I was also gonna say,
but
like, if we're gonna even make that comparison, look, the guy who made X2 is not a good person either. X2 and Days of Future Past. Those are good movies. I wouldn't want him to come back to direct a new X-Men movie. Like, like that. It's just that clear. Like, obviously, right? It should be that clear. But apparently, a lot of people just want. See, here's the thing. You just need competent people, not bring back the people who are competent but also huge pieces of shit. I feel like that should be simple and understandable, but I guess not. Anyway, so okay.
Yes.
Also,
No.
can
Anyway,
you please
let's-
recast Buzz Lightyear? I mean, like, Tim Allen sucks.
Yeah.
So, like,
Look, Tim
can you,
Allen,
can you recast him with somebody who like doesn't suck? Like,
Chris Evans.
like even okay,
Chris Evans, just
not,
recast him. Look,
somebody
say
who
what
sounds like him and
look,
doesn't suck.
say what you want. Say what you want about Chris Evans, but he at least played Buzz. Like at the very least, he
like okay,
yeah, he didn't do it correctly, I guess, but like
he
at the very
played the
least, he's
character,
pro
he
LGBT.
did-
I would rather have that guy than
he did-
fucking
yeah,
Chevy
which
Chase
is once
or
again, it's
whatever.
ironic because Tim Allen is the exact opposite of everything Buzz Lightyear as a character stands for.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah. Okay. That.
All right.
I think that's enough behind the scenes stuff. Let's talk about the movie itself.
Uh,
Starting with.
Mid. Like even if you just, even if you
What a
just
great
watch it
start.
without knowing the behind the scenes stuff, it's just really fucking mediocre.
okay, so let's start.
Okay.
Let's start with the animation because I wanted to say this about
Yeah,
most
I was
of-
gonna say plot, but I think animation.
Why does every original Pixar movie look like this now? Luca's a good movie, but not every movie you make needs to look like it. It's like how a lot of Disney's movies look like Tangled. Like, okay, I like Tangled. Tangled's great, but please just stop. And this is visually boring at this point. Do
Well, see,
something else.
We need some variety here.
I
Which-
kind of agree with
yeah,
you.
there's-
No, by the way,
Humans
and no,
don't
by the
look-
way, sequels
Oh.
don't count. So I don't want to see anybody in the comments going, Inside Out 2 looks different. Yeah, of course it fucking does. It's a sequel to a movie that came out before Luca, you dumbass.
Here's a good example.
and-
Here's a good example.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead, sir. Sorry.
Okay. No, you go first.
Okay, I was gonna say honestly, they could take some learning examples from Sony here. Why not go for like a more visually appealing style like Spider-Verse, or honestly go back to 2D animation? I mean, Sony did with Fixed, and say what you want about Fixed, but at the very least they did something different. I feel like that's the problem with many industries, including industries that like game industries, music industries. Everything looks and sounds the same because it's so fucking easy for people to be like, oh yeah, this is like the most realistic looking movie ever. I gotta like pour out my pockets to play it. Like, like I don't want everything to look the same. I want more variety. I mean, honestly, I think like the best example of variety is if you look at like people's like favorite games or movies list. Like a lot of them are like different styles of games, and like that's like nobody just wants,
Yeah.
like nobody's gonna have
Even for the whole even for the whole Spider-Verse thing, they each still have a different looking style based on what they're going for. Like again, Spider-Verse comic book style, which
yeah.
fits Spider-Man. The Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It's a more watercolored look, as it fits with a storybook.
You also
And
have people
even Mutant
experimenting
Mayhem,
with
which fits
animation.
with the whole teenage edge, like sloppy sketch style they were
I call
going
it
for.
frag punk
You've also
style.
had people experimenting with animation for a while in television, with shows
Yeah.
like The Amazing World of Gumball and Smiling Friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Why? See, here's the problem. I feel like, and like this isn't like exactly a Elio problem. They're too scared to try. No, they're too scared to
The
try.
irony is that Pixar was a revolutionary studio for redefining animation, but they've become complacent with making everything look the same nowadays.
And like, here's the thing.
they're not doing anything to stand out. They're not doing anything to push the boundaries.
Because why would they? That's their thing. Why would they? That would cost more money. That would take more time and resources. Why do it? Especially with like a new project. Honestly, that's why I said
I
why
get
didn't. Oh,
what do you mean? Because I was about to say, I mean, yes. Was it? Oh yeah, I would say on the one hand, yeah, experimentation is good, but at the same time, I don't think every movie needs to be like boundary pushing in order to
Oh no,
stand out. You
they
know.
could
No, I'm
definitely.
not saying that, but I'm also saying if you're going to continually make your movies look the same, I'm going to notice and it's going to get bland to look at.
You know,
Okay, Luca once again
Exactly.
looks great. Soul also looks great. Like Soul looks kind of like Luca in a way, but I mean they also spice it up with the Soul stuff that looks different. But like the Human Worlds looks kind of like the one in Luca, but also the actual way it's animated is way more realistic than
yeah.
in Luca. Soul is a great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
That's like a top 5 Pixar movie in my opinion. We should
Can
do an episode on it at some
I
point.
would love to do an episode on Soul. That'd be cool. Here, can I bring up a point that I know some of you might not agree with, but honestly, post post Endgame, Marvel kind of knew what they were doing with the different styles and tones. Iron Man was way more kind of jokey, but also more tech related. Guardians, more aliens, overworld, pop music.
Did
Thor,
you mean did you
before
mean to
Ragnarok.
say pre-Endgame?
Or yeah, sorry, not post Endgame. To an extent, pre Endgame with, I mean, if you count like Spider Verse, because I mean, yeah, I know that's made by a different company, but Marvel still owns the rights to it. Not MCU
Man,
specifically either, by the way. I'm
I
meaning,
I
I
I hate I hate what happened to Thor. Like
yeah,
Thor and
but
Loki specifically. So mad about what Marvel did to them.
yeah, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, but do you see where I'm getting at here with like the different styles that they tried going for? Like, not both movies looked the same. Guardians was like way more about the aliens and the different cultures of them. Thor was more about Asgard and like the royal family. Cap was way more about like
Well,
war and
and
darker tones
and
and spy
also
espionage. Sorry.
also they were all tonally distinct from each other. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really just the Avengers movies that where they sort of had to lean on one character's
Or
already established stuff, which was Iron Man. They leaned into what he was like for those movies.
yeah, and that was always fine to me because I always was like, well, yeah, it makes sense
Yeah,
for
I don't
why
have
be
an
Iron
issue
Man.
with that.
Yeah,
Like,
because he was like the
I
main
mean, it's a
person who saw it.
crossover, and Tony Stark is the main character in those.
And you can even say like meshes with like whenever in Infinity War they kind of clashed the styles between both Guardians and like Captain America because like those were like the two main locations and some of the Doctor Strange. And I'm saying all this because I'm not trying to like deviate to talk about something else. I'm legitimately just bringing it up as an example. Oh, I almost said if Marvel, if Pixar took the time and they were like, well, how can we make these movies? Like, if you even look at back in like their early to mid 2000s, hell, their entire 2000s, every movie was like completely different. Like, it wasn't just humans doing
Yeah,
human things with
exactly.
one wacky shit happening to them. Like,
Like
okay,
even some of their movies, like were like throughout their original run, like up until Toy Story 3, I would say, you can specifically notice technological advances with each of their movies.
oh well, like look at Cars. Look, say what you want about Cars. I think Cars is very boring, aside like a one or two jokes here and there. But like Cars, like was not the same as The Incredibles or Up or any other movie. I mean, like that's what I'm trying to get
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
Like,
But
okay,
it's like think about it. Toy Story is the obvious. We already know how that advanced animation. A Bug's Life was really good for was advanced crowd shots. Um, Toy Story 2 just advanced the graphical fidelity. Monsters Incorporated dealt with fur textures. Um,
yeah, like
like Finding Nemo dealt with water. The Incredibles dealt with animating humans themselves, which Pixar up until that point hadn't been very good at.
yeah, like it's all just something, and Elio just looks the fucking same. Here's my main problem. It feels like, along with the fact of like everything else, it feels like every Pixar movie is just normal humans do random bullshit. That's it. It's never like, okay, aside like Inside Out 2, obviously. Like,
Which I don't even think that could count because it's a sequel.
yeah, which I wouldn't. Like any sequels wouldn't count here because obviously. But like
Yeah, we're
turning
talking about original.
yeah, turning red. What like okay, turning red. Human turns into a panda. Soul, human Like, and like, I'm not dissing Soul, by the way. I'm just saying, like, these themes are very similar. It's like Soul.
Soul very clearly handled this type of
Yes.
premise the
Like,
best.
okay, Soul. Human turn into a soul. There you go.
I
Or
mean, even Coco, you can sort of
yeah,
group
no,
into this, but
I
that's a
was literally about to
like
say
this is a very reductive thing to say, but it is still noticeable.
yeah, and like
You know what I mean?
yeah, and I'm not trying to
Yeah.
like diss these movies because they're not bad movies at all. Like some of them are because there's way more issues than just that, but it's kind of annoying. I don't want to just keep seeing humans. Can we have like Hoppers isn't even like about specifically a woodchuck. It's a person turning into one.
They did Turning Red again. He's
Like
at it again.
like that's it's.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I'm going on about this,
Yeah.
but they
It's perfectly
And
fine.
don't forget also the trailer for that movie is not winning me over. Not just because of the fact that once again the characters look the same, but they're even doing that. They even put like, my God, it's like Avatar, and it's just like, oh, fucking kill me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think
Did any nobody
the
Avatar
human
had no
characters do
cultural impact. It was a
do
shit
look
movie.
a bit reductive, and
anyways. Sorry.
but aside from the human characters, let's go briefly into what the movie does well with its visuals, i.e., the alien stuff.
They look fun. I mean,
Yeah, that looks
I
pretty
mean
cool and creative.
the pink slug alien is a smash.
the
Aw.
telekinesis one. There's actually
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
actually
the one
gonna
that
bring
can
up
read,
about this
the
character
one that can
because this
read
character runs
the
into the
I
same problem as someone else. But anyway, sorry.
I especially do like
Is he,
Glordon
are
and
you gonna
how they
say? Let
animated
me guess. Let me
how
guess,
you can
Caroline. Are you gonna
perfectly
say?
emote
Are you
without having eyes,
Yeah.
just a
are,
mouth.
are
That's
you gonna
really
say,
neat.
Caroline? Are you gonna say the same issue as Dolores from Encanto?
No. I was going to say.
Encanto's also a good movie. Damn.
Okay, here's the thing. What I was gonna bring up about. What I was gonna bring up about blanket alien. That's what I want to call him. Charles Xavier, is the fact that like Charlene Xavier, sorry. She basically reads Elio's mind and it's like obviously forced. And they're like, where is this person? And she's like, oh, I don't know. And she's like, tell me, or I'm gonna make
Here's
you
my
read her
question:
mind. Why did
Why
she
would
not
her
just
reading his
lie?
mind? Why would her reading his mind for that specific information also tell her that he's a fraud?
Like that's the thing.
I
Why
guess
would
because
she rat him
it's like
out?
you have to go into their, you have to find it. I guess I'm not really
Well, see,
that
okay.
sure
Yeah,
mind
I
reading
can't
works.
believe it. I can't.
It's a dial of destiny
We should,
situation
you know what?
because
Oh, I was gonna say as a joke, we should have Ambassador Questa. Yes, that's her name. We should have Ambassador Questa read Alistair's mind to see if the fraud accusations are true.
oh, what I was gonna say
I
was,
haven't seen season 2 yet.
um,
What were you gonna say?
well, like when she reads his mind, it it's not just a oh, like it's literally a dial of destiny situation where it's like, tell me where the location of the dial of destiny is, and then Helena reads it off to him. It's like, why the fuck did you not just lie about what's on the map?
Well, probably.
Just like
I mean,
I guess
I would
because she
assume.
doesn't have a reason to lie about where Glordon
but
Yeah, I
see,
mean,
here's
I
the
assume in this context, Caroline, why does for here's the thing, in this context, like, as far as she's aware, this guy absolutely can and will kill people in this
okay,
situation.
but see, how would she know that that Elio or any of them are lying? Oh wait, they wouldn't
Okay,
because guess
you want to know?
here. Let me bring this up as an example. Why didn't she just say, "Oh, he's traveling like dead speed into a fucking black hole. You better get there. He's trying to end his own life, so then you don't hurt
You
anybody."
want to
Then
know
guess
why?
what?
You want
Guess
to know
what?
why she
That would
didn't
have just
say
sent him
that?
to a black hole. It would have been over.
Do you really think that one? Do you really think they'd believe that? I'm not even following your logic, Carol. I'm so confused by
Okay,
like, okay. you do realize, Caroline, you do realize if she lied and said something that would absolutely get them killed, they would probably just believe it. They would probably rightly recognize that it's a trap. Two, if she lied about a location that wasn't dangerous or difficult for them to get to, or even one that was difficult for them to get to, but it would take time or whatever. Then once they realize he's not there, then they would come back and probably be even more aggressive with these people. My real question is just why would the apparently like smartest society in the universe not have any fucking security?
Oh, that's another thing I didn't even think about. Okay, well, hold on. Let me answer the
Wait.
whole question thing.
Was I mute?
No, you're good. I mean, I can hear you now. What I was gonna
Okay.
say was.
I guess we're on to the story now.
Yeah, we are. What I was gonna say was, it's just kind of weird because, like, oh, the Supreme Ambassador of Earth, there's a clone of this character, like, and it's like, oh, it's a fraud. Well, you obviously know where they are. Wouldn't they at the very least be like, oh man, well maybe they had a reason for hiding them? And then like they would be like, okay, explain. What, like they would like lie and be like, okay, explain. Why the fuck are you hiding this
Caroline,
kid? Like,
Caroline,
better yet, he just says, if he just said,
Caroline.
hold on, let me finish. Oh my god. Like, jeez. If they just said like, okay, why are you trying to hide this person? Because that's obviously what you're trying to do. Why are you trying to hide them? And then if it's like something as stupid as that, whatever. It's just, I'm just saying, I don't know why she wouldn't just at the very least try to help cover him, because obviously she doesn't seem to want to tell him anyways.
If you're in this situation, are you really going to be like in the highest of
smarts?
mental functioning capacity?
No, because I'm always never in the right thinking capacity. If I didn't know where you, if someone pointed a gun to my head and say, where is Roxy Reviews located? And I just told them, Cincinnati. They're not going to be able to be like, oh no they're not. Bam! It's like, why would the fuck would they need to ask me? They don't know where you are. They don't know where Roxy Reviews lives. And why else would they ask?
Okay, sure, they don't know that, but the fact of the matter is, once they can confirm that what you said was wrong, what's stopping them from then, doing what you described?
What, going to the location to find where you are? If they go there, that gives you enough time to at least plan a way to usurp them.
This is space travel, Caroline. This isn't like somebody having to drive 6 hours to get to a different city.
Yeah, true. No, I know, but like if they just said like, oh, they're going thousands of light years in like northwest.
Yeah, thousands of light years in 5 minutes.
Yeah, catch up to them, hurry, they're going, and then they're like, all right.
That's literally not.
Yeah, but I'm just saying as an example. I don't know space travel logic, okay? Because believe it or not, we haven't discovered space travel.
Slow down. Caroline, slow down. Light year. The word light year.
Are you trying to make a reference?
I'll take a breather.
Okay. Another thing I don't
No,
like about...
No, I'm not trying to reference light year. I'm trying to reference the fact that a light year literally means the amount of the distance it takes light to travel in a year.
Okay, sorry. Then let's say it like this. They're billions of miles away. Travel there. And then they're like, okay. Or it's like something. I'm just saying, if they're, like, they obviously don't like the space dictator or whatever, because they're obviously like, dude, you can't join our council of, supreme intellect. He's like,
you can't join the universe. You're too aggressive.
I'm sorry. You're not allowed to apply for the Mensa magazine.
Sorry, man. You can't join NATO. Like, which also is another thing of like, so this guy's like, okay, let's just talk about this guy. I call him Fake Zerg. I can't remember his actual name. But Fake Zerg.
Lord Grygon.
Lord Grygon.
I remember his name, of course.
Well, no, Caroline, you can't call him Fake Zerg because we have an actual Fake Zerg.
Oh, true.
Good point.
Ulysses Rom 2.0. So Rom 2.0. aka Pugman
Why don't we
Forgiven.
just call him why don't we just call him Kang the Caterpillar?
No, because no, because that no, because that's multiversal travel, not space travel.
Because I
Let's just
literally
call him
said his
Ronan.
real name.
Okay, Grygon, which sounds like a Pokemon. No, Gordon's the Pokemon, ain't it? Okay, anyway, so
Oh no, I know what we need to call him. We
no,
need to
we already
call him
got
the
his name.
Boog from Green Lantern Home
So
because it literally has the same fucking reveal.
so Grygon basically is like, why can't I join your cool space council? And they're like, because you're a dick. And they're like, no.
Yeah, it's not us,
Like,
it's you.
My name is Davin, and I am not a dick.
and like he's whatever. But like you would think like probably one of the strongest armies in like I get he's an asshole, but like he has a really strong military. And if you don't have a military, I mean,
Why wouldn't this society that has all the most important information in the universe be protected at all?
be, because they need a fucking conflict that just so happens that our main character
Well,
Elio is
is the
getting his ass
idea that
stuck
they're
in.
supposed to, I mean, yes, I know they're called ambassadors, but like you still need fucking security.
It's like the president
You can't
walking.
just be a
It's like the
you,
president and a bunch of senators, along with people who are holding the nuclear football, or like just walking around the streets of DC with nothing. Like, literally, why would you do that? Like, that is you guys are basically putting out a sign saying "Shoot me now," or whatever. Like, genuinely. Also, I'm not condoning violence. I'm just saying these people are just completely.
no, yeah, no, it's literally like having a it's literally like walking around with a giant sign that says I know how to cure cancer and not expecting to be harassed.
Or or even more it's just weird. I don't get that they don't have like any protection or any safety measures. It feels like the only safety measures they have is like, well, let's just hope that
Is
we don't
retreating to another place.
which also, by the
No, the
way,
only safety measure they have is hopefully we can negotiate with anybody who tries to attack us.
oh yeah, it's not like a fucking like if Grygon didn't want to like join their team and instead he just wanted to take them over, they're fucking boned. They're doomed. They can't
Once again,
do anything.
how are they supposed it's like Reed Richards being the smartest man alive in
They
Multiverse of
literally have a
Madness,
Professor
and he
Xavier like
immediately
character in the movie. They literally have someone who could read minds. Which, by the way, you would think that would be like their ultimate, like, is this kid actually the
you
ambassador
would
of
think,
Earth?
yeah.
Which, by the way, I would have checked
Also, by the way,
that.
is she not like the most overpowered person in this universe in the case that she can literally just solve all of your issues by mind reading you and being like, okay, here's my therapy solutions.
Or,
She would be like
or,
the world's best therapist.
or, better yet, she would be the world's best lie detector. How would she, like, I know
Exactly.
she would like it's like Xavier like not trusting Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness. It's like, oh well, like we can't trust you, and then like arbitrarily being like, fucking saying the line from Days of Future Past, which I didn't even mention it. I'm gonna mention it now. That line being used in that movie pisses me off so much more. Remembering the context of that line, fuck off. Anyways, so like her
Did you
not
just call me Blob?
shut up. Um, her not being able to like detect that Elio is lying is a little weird. I get like they didn't like check his mind or anything, but like wouldn't she like if
Well,
she's
it's not like she would be looking for the specific. It's not like she was looking for that specific information when she found it out later anyway.
yeah, but I would
Yeah, and
have
I guess they didn't suspect anything of him at first since I don't think they've met humans before.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be able to recognize that he's a child. But even then, like, come on,
oh
you're not going to explore Earth at all.
I mean see this is the problem with alien movies that so many people have done alien movies where Like
Why are there so many, like, specifically, why are there so many child meets aliens movies?
E.T.,
Like, okay,
I don't know.
Lilo and
I
Stitch is
guess
obviously like an exception in terms of
exception.
quality,
I
but
guess one of the reasons is because it could raise the stakes a little, since for an adult character you would expect them to take care of themselves, but with a child they're in a lot more danger
they're a lot more
since they're not
vulnerable.
fully developed.
Yeah, they're a lot more vulnerable.
That's my educated guess to it.
and I guess, yeah, also more marketable to children if you're gonna be like, oh my god, E.T., oh no, you're dying. E.T.'s a decent movie. I don't think it's as good as people say it is, but like it's good.
I thought you said like
But
E.T. wasn't very good. Maybe you said it wasn't very. It's very overrated, which I agree. I think E.T.'s pretty overrated. You know, this is one thing
like it's a decent movie though.
I didn't even really bring up who the fuck Elio was, so let's bring it up. So
Oh,
Elio,
oh yeah, let's dive into our main character.
here can I just
He's
say
also
one
the
thing?
Admittedly,
least
a funny
interesting
twist.
character. He's
It
also
is
the least
admittedly
interesting character
it's a
in the
decent main
entire
character.
movie.
It is admittedly a funny spin on the thing. It was like, oh no, I don't want to be captured by aliens. To I want to be captured by aliens and go to a place where I can fit in. That's a decent twist on the
Bro thinks he's
idea.
Hercules.
No,
LMAO.
no. Do you know what I literally thought of as soon as I heard we need to send you to a different place so then you could start to make friends. I literally said, "Oh my god, the fucking Owl House referenced." Because genuinely, that's what happens in the Owl House. Goes
Okay,
to a
but the line you described feels so weirdly written because it's like
that's
it feels like, I guess from here I really do see how I come off as needy and clingy and self-destructive, like Knowsmore said.
I'm just saying it's very weird how much similarities that this kind of is to the Owl House. I know that sounds weird to say because they're two completely different
I
stories, but like a
I
person
would
who
prefer to go to a science fiction lands than a fantasy world though.
Wizard 101 if it was in real life, crazy. I was gonna say, if you don't care, I was just gonna say, kid who wants to go somewhere else because in the real world he is way more like not many people respect him or he's so weird. He's the outcast. So then he goes on a different journey to go and I guess I was gonna say rediscover themselves, but more go to a place that accepts him and treats him like they're the best thing ever since sliced bread. The only main difference is the government and political side of this with the alien commune shit. And then
The Communiverse.
yeah, the communiverse. Oh my god. Just call them the community.
Which also by the way, how does the database of all the knowledge in the universe not come into play like at all?
Maybe they were preparing that for a sequel.
They only bring it up for like a few. They only bring it up for like a joke of who to win in a gorilla or something, and as well as give Elio advice one time of
Wait, no,
how
no, no,
to negotiate.
wait. That's right. That's what he asked it. So if he knows what a gorilla is, how does he not know that Elio's a child?
Yeah, wait a minute. You know what? That's a great question
Wait, I didn't.
because now that they added this in, how can they ever
Oh my god,
how
I
they
didn't think of that.
I didn't even think of it either, Roxy. That's a great
I
point.
also didn't think of the Owl House parallels you brought up.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, because there is a lot of Owl House similarities. Just like it's not. I'm not trying to claim like Elio's just a worse version of the Owl House because that's not true. There's
Disney's
just
gonna give us that next year or the year
No, but
after
like,
that. I don't know.
oh
but
my
like
god, if he knows what a gorilla is, that means he already knew about Earth. Ugh.
or at the very least like you would think he would be like why wouldn't any of them ask and just be like, hey, I just want to make sure.
Aren't you a little young to be an ambassador?
Yes,
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 I
I am.
am.
It's like, hey, how do we know that this is an ambassador from Earth? Actually, better question: if that has every knowledge in the universe, couldn't they just ask him? It's literally the ultimate plot device. Just couldn't they just ask him, hey, how can we deal with this guy? It's literally like asking a fully souped up, mind-bending chat GPT robot.
It's literally like asking the writer themselves
Yeah,
what you need
this
to
is
do.
like She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Except they don't go all the way with it. It's like She-Hulk with Kevin. Like, genuinely, what the? Oh my god.
I mean, then again, there are people online who still don't know the most basic information you can immediately find if you try for 5 seconds.
I mean, Google is literally right there.
It's literally
I know that.
space
I know.
Google.
Then again, these people are supposed to be the smartest people in the universe, so that excuse doesn't fly here.
So literally, these people are nowhere near the smartest people in the universe because they don't even know how to fucking deal with a conflict with a space dictator.
The fraudiverse.
Man, you know what would really make this all feel good? Hey, you know what would make this all really fit well and nice together? If the entire Council of the Illuminati were also there. They were like, hey guys, how's it going? Did you know that Black Bolt could kill you with one word from his mouth? And then Goron goes just like, what mouth? And then...
Okay, but like, literally, how is this civilization even still standing if they fall immediately when any conflict happens?
How many planets did they
because they
retroactively destroy? How many planets did they retroactively dismantle because they're like, oh fuck, well, time to move. Bye guys. Like genuinely,
No, it just reminds me of home.
Oh my god!
You know what? This episode is turning out to be way funnier than any of us anticipated because we're just asking the craziest fucking questions that this movie leaves you with. But like, it's completely justified because it doesn't explain anything very well.
It doesn't, and it's ridiculous that they don't.
And you expect Pixar to have smarter scripts. I don't think it's awful, but I can definitely tell it's like weak sauce.
No, okay, look, this feels like a first draft. This feels like they didn't. It feels like a first draft. Well, I mean, given how much meddling was in this, it might have been a first draft of this version of the story.
Oh, and who can forget? Okay, so here's
definitely see that.
Oh, don't forget about
especially with.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, the themes of wanting to belong and finding your place are there. They're just like not they're just kind of half baked, not as strong as they could have been.
Speaking of half baked, Elio's aunt is a character.
Oh yeah, the woman who literally sees his nephew getting like chokehold by the fucking bully at the same camp doesn't do anything about that at all. Guys, can we?
She does. She makes him leave camp.
Well,
or is that?
No, I'm meaning at the very beginning. If I was a parent or an aunt or whatever, if I was a guardian of a kid, my kid got into a fight...
Wait, with that whole thing, this really is just them trying to recapture Lilo and Stitch. Holy and shit. What the fuck did I do?
No, hold on.
That should be one of your new catchphrases. Holy and shit.
Hold on.
That's my new wacky catchphrase. Wubba lubba dub dub.
We had to replace another one, but it's fine.
You had to replace another clone of me.
Yeah, just like in this movie where they. Anyways, what I was gonna say.
I will begin the deconstruction process right now.
Thank you, Roxy, number 473. 474. How's it going?
I'm a Grimwalker, guys.
Oh, damn! Grimwalker theory. Is Roxy actually a Grimwalker? And it's like, anyways. Okay, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
The Vulture's Nest is literally just us rambling about anything except the actual thing we're supposed to be talking about.
Except Superman.
Okay, back to story and characters.
What I was gonna say about the ant is if I saw my kid next to the original people he got into a fight with, I would be like, okay, I gotta get you out of this camp. I'll take you to a different one. Not this one. Because guess what? If you think that they got into such a big hassle whenever they were alone on the beach, dude, what do you think's going to happen in the middle of the
Oh,
night? Oh, he's going to
also,
get beat up by a bunch of them because there's multiple of them
Yeah,
there, and he has no
also,
and
I
friends to
just
help
want to
him.
that's
say
apparently the tipping point where she
that
takes him
bully
away.
character is like the most unbelievably two-dimensional bully since It.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it at least. I mean, unlike it, they don't pull out switchblades. That's
Yeah, he's
nice.
not literally a murderer, but he's still a psychopath.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, that's just you would think she would
So
at the
that fight
very
was apparently the tipping point. And I at least like how she criticized them for the the counselor's excuse for it is like, oh, it builds character, and
oh
she
Yeah.
makes fun of them
nice.
for that,
Yeah, hey, so this was
even
the
if it's not face to face.
yeah, and you know what I would say? If I was Elio and I was actually in that situation, I would be like,
Well,
"Oh,
here's the
I
thing. He
know he
wasn't
wasn't.
there.
I
It
know
was
he
a
wasn't
clone.
there, but I'm
He was
saying
replaced by the clone.
I know he was. I'm just saying if I was there and I did get like my ass beat by these kids, I'd be like, "Some camp you sent me to, buddy." They were already pissed at each other in the beginning of the movie, so I wouldn't blame him. Which also I get why she was pissed at him too because of him fucking shit up. Which also I know she can't
Also,
afford a babysitter, but damn.
literally, the bully character is like a fucking Twitter user,
I know.
just creating a problem and then getting mad when other people are irritated by the problem they made.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't care about them at all. They were just nothing. They are nowhere near Biff from Back to the
Oh,
Future.
he makes a friend with this human guy near the end. Okay,
That's it.
okay.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what? When near the end?
They made a friend. How? Wah.
Yay!
Also, that line of "This isn't goodbye. This is just see you later." Fucking. Ah! Also, wait. You know what? I just remembered. There's another inconsistency. So okay. So there's like a joke where Elio apparently has his own language, and he talks to like a language communicator bot who apparently knows this other language. And then like he's like, oh well, and like he's like, oh, do you even know the bad words? And they said three like words, and like one of them, he was like, oh my god, I didn't even make that one. I mean, I didn't even know that one
I didn't even
existed.
know that last one.
Which, how you made your own
Huh?
language? That's not how language works. Uh, and like I know that's so inconsequential, but like, come on.
And
Honestly,
the
it's a
little
good
things
example of
matter
just how
too, you know.
sloppy this whole movie really feels.
It's so
Yeah.
sloppy, but also at the same time, I was really bored by it.
Yeah, it
Like,
feels unfinished. At any moment that didn't have the Charles Xavier alien on screen, I was just kind of like, okay, what are we doing here?
Right. Speaking of unfinished and half baked, I briefly brought about earlier, but what do we think of this movie's thematic messages?
be yourself.
You don't have to be
Kill.
what your family members want you to be. Gee, I've never heard that one before. Not that having a message that's in other movies is necessarily a bad thing, but like,
I think it's
I do like it in concept, especially with how it intertwines with the whole aliens and are we alone in the universe? Which
also, but like, it doesn't. It
it does,
literally, like, I don't know, the whole be yourself and people will accept you thing. It's such a watered down thing to always say as a lesson because like no, that's not how it works in real life. Like people might actually kill you for being yourself.
if you believe a certain way, yes, definitely.
And like I don't know, I don't know. I didn't really need the sappy Shark Tale ass ending to this movie.
Which also, by the way,
Like
I think I'm also more annoyed at the fact that like not only does this movie does it, I mean, not only does this movie do it, but it's like Weird is good from fucking Fix.
different is good.
Like, God, can we stop?
Okay, at least with fixed,
They weren't really
she
trying to go
wasn't
for a
like.
message. I get it.
Well, also, she wasn't the main character. She was one of the main characters, but she wasn't the only one, and the other characters also had arcs.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
guess.
But so, like, in for
Oh,
a movie like this, I don't know. You know what would be refreshing? What if there was a movie that was like, what if there was a movie where the person, like the shitty parent, never accepted the person? I don't
well,
know. That probably exists, and I just don't know about
well.
it.
Here's the
Yeah, I
thing.
can mention as an idea, like, you never,
Or I'm
oh,
just
you'll
not
never
thinking of
accept
the
me?
idea.
I don't need your acceptance. I'll leave.
Yeah, or be like, I don't need your
Yeah,
acceptance because I know I accept myself, and I know I have people who will always accept me no matter what. I don't need the approval of
That actually would
others.
be a great message for another movie.
Which
Now that we
this
say it.
I don't know. I don't know. It would be refreshing to see a movie that does that instead of just once
honestly,
again having everybody be like, we're good now. I'm Don Lino, sir. We're cool, right? Yeah, we're cool."
again, another. I
No,
guess.
because this movie ends like this movie has the fucking same climax as Shark Tale.
Uh, yeah, I don't. I don't like. I mean, I don't hate this. I guess I don't really hate this movie. I don't think it's like god awful, but or anything like
Yeah,
that. Definitely not.
But like, no,
I guess should we talk about the
it's
soundtrack?
not the
Oh,
worst
go
thing in
ahead.
the world, but it feels very amateurish and unbefitting of Pixar as a company.
yeah.
Do you guys want to talk about the
Um,
soundtrack? Because there's one song I want to talk
it's
about.
I don't
it's
remember anything
it's
about
good in
it.
the moment, but nothing like sticks out with me outside of the
Why did they?
movie. Aside from maybe from when Elio's like seeing the satellite thing at the beginning, and he like that felt so mesmerizing. Like
Here.
you feel like
Oh,
right
sorry.
in his position of discovering space and how fast it is.
Oh, also, how is the security does not exist in this universe because
Yes,
Elio was able to go into that guy's office and talk
oh,
and
even
send
the
a message
office.
into space.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, that was like
they literally didn't even let him turn his computer off before throwing him out of the building.
Oh
and I don't
yeah.
know why they wouldn't believe him. Like there's like we're we're searching for space junk, not UFO sightings. Huh?
Is it
It doesn't matter
U.S.?
what you're searching for. This could be a revolutionary discovery of the
They don't.
century.
They don't like. And also, he had enough proof, and then they were like, "Go
It's not like
home."
he's not doing his job also.
Yeah, yeah. He is doing his job.
That
This.
would be like that would be like if your fucking architect if an architect discovered like hidden gold under a building site and then it was like, oh well, we gotta throw it away, that's not what we were trying to get.
Or better, or better yet, it's more like if you're sailing on a ship and you go fishing and then you catch an endangered species, and instead of putting it back in your boat or like trying to like capture it in like a way to where it wouldn't get killed or anything, instead they're just like, nah, just throw it back in the water. We're never gonna tell anybody about this ever. Like what? Why would you not tell anybody? This is
Ugh.
dangerous. This is like very important information. Honestly, what if
And
Gal
you
Gadot wanted to
literally just
attack?
allowed a child to walk over and do things.
I called her
Like
called him
it's
Gal Gadot.
literally just no is did fucking Kang the Caterpillar invent like militaries in this universe? Did he create the concept of combat? Like,
It's so
why does
dumb.
nobody else?
Oh,
So,
Why is there no
so
uh,
security anywhere?
uh,
so about the
also,
soundtrack.
Caroline,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the soundtrack. I was going to ask you what you were going to bring up
Oh yeah. So Talking
with it.
Heads has a song. It does not fit the scene where it's like you may find yourself an empty shotgun shell. It's about living in a different life that isn't your own, not about aliens. It's about switching personas to
Yes, it
something
could.
that you're
So,
not. Which, if the idea was that
sort
Elio was trying to act like himself, if Elio was trying to act like someone different that wasn't him, then fine. Then
Is
it
that
would
where
fit.
the LGBTQ plus coding you mentioned earlier comes in?
I didn't mention it. Sir, did you?
Wait, what?
Yeah, sir mentioned it.
No, I think I
Yes,
did.
sir
Yeah,
mentioned
with
it.
Elio was apparently gonna be a more queer coded
What is with
character.
what is okay? You know what I was about to say? What is with Disney not wanting to do anything like this? Like Agatha all along
Like
had like
it's
LGBTQ stuff in it, which is fine, and I'm meaning like literally
it's
a
even
lesbian
weird.
makeout, which
It's
can just
even
leave
weird in
that.
the sense that it's not just Disney being afraid to do things with it. No, like they actually just straight up are homophobic. Like they gave money to the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida, so
Thank God, thank God, thank God. Then it's kind of weird that
Disney's a bad guy. Yes.
um everything else about this movie I'm slowly starting to forget. Not a I don't know. Do you guys have anything
Honestly,
else you
I'm
want to say?
surprised that I remembered as much as I did without rewatching it tonight.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything else you wanted to say about this?
Hmm.
Oh, you know what? With the amateurish thing, I think Shea Frillis did put it really well when he said in his video on it. He said that it felt almost algorithmic, but in which also with the corporate meddling thing definitely makes sense in hindsight. But he said it was like a movie. It felt like watching a movie trying way too hard to be human.
I could definitely see that. Because like it feels like honestly, and I don't like saying this about a lot of movies, it feels like someone like after they kicked out the original director, they were like, "Hey, do you have a story like this?" No. Okay, well then I don't know, either take a survey or type it into Chat GPT and just see like what kind of story it could barf up. And like, but you have to remember to keep in the original prompts, and then it just came out a big mess. Or they had a clipboard and they're like, add this, add this, add this, add this. I'm not saying that the movie was AI. I'm not really trying to say that the movie's AI generated. I'm trying to say like, it feels like people came in with like a suit, like with a clipboard and pencil, and they're like, okay, put all this
Yeah,
in this movie. That's a better way of going about it. And my
it
apologies.
feels like
I'm trying to say
it
that.
feels like it feels like the movie wasn't made by people. It was made by
A survey.
a corporate desire.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like the well the chart says, guys from the Nostalgia
Yeah.
Critic.
Get
But the
out!
chart says, I'm
Not.
not asking the charts, I'm asking you. But the chart says, you are everything that's wrong with entertainment.
Yeah, because
But
they
the
just.
chart says,
Me talking about um my hours. Anyways, is there anything else we gotta talk about with Elio?
hmm, I'd
Um.
say,
Oh yeah.
not, I don't think as much. Hey,
I
since
mean, once
this is
again,
mostly been a, I was gonna say, since this has been mostly a downer review, which I don't blame you, how about we, before we give the score out, let's at least talk about some positives.
About the
I mean,
maybe.
this
I
is
mean,
Or
once
still
again,
possibly the worst
once
Pixar
again,
movie.
I was gonna make a
once
joke.
again, the pink sea slug alien was.
I thought for a minute Sir was just like we could talk about some positives. I was like, are we talking about the movie or are we just talking about a bunch of random shit? Like just like list
The
off a bunch
movie.
of
Okay,
okay.
let's go one at a time.
I
All
mean,
right,
to be
all
fair,
right.
we'd get more out of talking about random positives
Okay, well
than
no, here we'll
Yeah.
talk
ones related
positive about the
to the movie.
movie.
Okay, positive. We'll do it one at a time to make it clear cut. Roxy, go.
Uh, some of the alien designs are cool.
All right, Evil Spirit, go.
Oh, aside, it was cool hearing. Although I don't think it fits perfectly, I was glad I was reminded of that song. Um, I like the fact that Elio kind of like has his eye covered throughout most of the movie, and that's how she found out that it was a clone because obviously it wouldn't be able to detect the eye because he was always wearing an eye patch. I like the fact that he gave the speech about how he would be the one to uh go talk to him, and then they all say okay, love you, goodbye, like as like they think that's like the best way to end off their sentences, which obviously is a good way to end off their sentences, even though it's a little formulaic. Um,
What was his
I
name?
like the
Brygon, the bad guy?
Grygon, Gryon,
Uh,
Lord Grygon, the Pokemon trainer. Wait, I got one more, and then I'll pass the mic. I like the fact that like his henchmen all formed to become his chair. I thought that was really funny. Okay, go ahead.
All right, my turn. Like I said, I think I like the design of the aliens. The Communiverse looks like a fun and creative place. The voice acting is still solid. I especially like Brad Garrett's performance as Lord Grygon, who actually is a really fun character. Like,
Didn't
is a
they
really
have?
refreshing Pixar villain.
Didn't they? I don't think it was actually in the movie, but didn't they like post on Pixar's YouTube channel, like like failed takes, that were in A Bug's Life and Toy Story 2 and Monsters
Yeah,
Incorporated?
Mm.
yeah, they were,
I can't believe they brought those back, but they did it for this fucking movie.
and they didn't do it much with it. Anyway, positives. I do
Could
like
you
Glorodon.
imagine could you imagine the ones Inside Out 2 would have had?
Yeah, those would have been hilarious. But yeah, back to me. I also really like Glorodon. I like how they are able to get so much facial expressions and emotions despite him not having eyes. His friendship with Elio was really cute. I did like the message of "you're not alone" being tied in with the whole "are we alone in the universe" thing, even if it was just pretty standard. And I think, yeah, that I don't like the Vor scene, but yeah, that's the positives.
Oh yeah, yeah, I will say the Vor scene, like when I saw that in the trailer, I was like, what the fuck? Why would you put this in a movie?
Like,
Especially
you think this
considering
would sell people in the latest Pixar movie?
both of the characters involved are children, by the way. And I'm not saying it's inherently fetishy to put someone eating another person in a movie, but like, come on.
Could you imagine?
Pixar Pixar's marketing team
Especially when he
is
says, "Ooh, it's actually pretty comfy in here."
Pixar's marketing team is out of whack. Like, I'm sorry, but whoever's in
How
charge currently is terrible at their job.
Okay, look, but an
I
act of
like
Claude
I
was
don't want to
really
be rude.
funny.
I
Act
don't
of
want to be
Claude.
rude, but I don't want to be rude just because I feel like this is mean to be thinking, but I'm like, literally, how do they still have their jobs? I'm not saying they should be fired, obviously, but like, how have they not been fired is my question.
I don't know,
Welcome to another
but
episode
I
of the
think
Like,
Ben
now,
Shapiro Show.
that's not mean,
Woke
right?
liberal,
Like if
woke
you,
liberal Roxy
I
Reviews
obviously don't
wants to
want people
cancel.
to be fired, but like, if you're not good at your job, I'm going to question why you still have it. Does that make
okay,
sense?
Hey guys,
yeah, it makes perfect
welcome.
sense.
Hey guys, welcome to
Not
Bench.
only not only is Pixar's marketing team bad at their jobs, they're actively detrimental to the success of the movies.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I can see it now, Roxy. Ben Shapiro is going to be like, "Hello guys, today's episode of the Ben Shapiro Show, Roxy, woke liberal YouTuber Roxy Reviews, who's also a trans person by the way, wanted to cancel a
Who's also
random
delusional.
who
No. He would say the R slur probably.
probably and who's also completely it's like Alex Jones when he went on Joe Rogan and he said, "Look, I'm kinda," and he called himself the R slur. Unironically, that's kind of funny that he called
Wait,
himself
no.
that.
Sorry, what Ben Shapiro would say when referring to me is or sorry, Alex Jones would be like, he drank some of the polluted water and turned gay like the frogs, or something like that.
Anyways, I did think of
anyways,
one more positive, if you don't mind me saying.
okay, name it off and we'll go to rankings.
Um, I think this movie could. I thought the aliens' designs also looked good, except the main one, the son, the little slug vor guy. He's literally the one I
Glorodon.
didn't.
He's literally just a fucking caterpillar.
He's just the only one I didn't like. I know that kind of turned into a negative, but all the other ones look really good. Sorry. Okay, let's move on to the ranking. I'm ready.
He's
Alright.
literally just a kind of. Why in every piece of media does it seem like alien species are either like humans with different colored skin, bugs, or aquatic animals? What's up with that,
I
actually?
think it's
I
because
guess
they
I
look
guess
the
since
most out of place. Like,
get the most
Yeah,
otherworldly.
sorry. I guess just the better way to put it is humans are invertebrates.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess since bugs in themselves already look kind of otherworldly, so to have them like be their own species that walk and talk like humans, it just makes sense to have them be like aliens.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't mind it. I like the idea of, like, how Zelda does other races being different. Like, there's, like, aquatic characters, more mountain bulky guys, and, birds. Birds. Just birds. I want to play a
The
Zelda
the,
Yeah,
the
game.
birds in the Legend of Zelda's birds are fucking hot,
I want to
dude.
play The Legend of Zelda. I want to do that. I really do. I want to play Breath of the Wild again.
I started Wind Waker recently.
Oh, what do you
It's
think?
fun so far.
That was my first Zelda game. Believe it or not.
But yeah,
That.
the now to the rankings.
Oh,
Starting with me,
yeah. You go ahead.
since I picked this episode.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna like give it down just because of the behind the scenes drama, though it can be detrimental in some places. Like in areas, I could see that this movie definitely tried, but it just didn't try hard enough. Just like the 2000s Pixar movies, but it's okay. I give it a 6 out of 10.
Hmm.
Roxy.
I'd say. I mean, once again, it's mid. Like the the story's generic. The lessons generic. Some of the visuals are cool, but like it also doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Hmm. So what would you
You
give it?
know,
So
probably like a 5.
5.
yeah, that's fair.
All right. I guess if you don't mind. Yeah. I watched this movie, and I genuinely just keep forgetting what happened in it. I didn't think it was all that funny, aside maybe like one or two jokes here or there. The story, as Roxy said, is extreme. Like I would say, is extremely generic, or not the plot, but more of like what they set out to do. There's like a lot of problems within the movie that drag it down. The behind the scenes stuff. Like now knowing way more about about the behind the scenes stuff, makes it even worse because instead of getting someone's like actual artistic visions, instead it's corporate greed and all their fucking bullshit. I'm gonna give this movie a 4. I didn't care for this one, if I'm being honest. 4 out of 10.
Did anybody like all of us said the same things and gave it mediocre scores?
Well, um, all right. What's next? What would be next on Vulture's Nest? Hell of a boss? Or has sorry, not hell of a boss. Has been, I guess.
Maybe.
Um, let's see.
Is the long walk on
What
anything?
else? I don't think so yet. I mean, you can look it up. Maybe it's not in theaters anymore.
I don't think it's in theaters anymore. The FNAF movie. If any of us are gonna go see that. I know.
Probably. Because I know my little sister's excited for it. She loves Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well, I might be going to see it tomorrow, so I guess it just all depends on if I'm willing to go and do that. I probably won't, honestly. My time off is very important to me. What other movies? The Search for SpongeBob SquarePants is coming out.
Oh my god. Oh, we could do an episode on the Sandy Cheeks movie on this podcast. If you and the Plankton the movie, if you're willing to watch them. Keep in
Why?
mind, if you're willing to watch them. It is
No.
entirely up to if you are willing to
Why
watch
would I
them,
ever
because
watch
I do
any of
not
those
think
two? I don't
well the
care.
Plankton the movie the Plankton movie is actually pretty good.
I don't care about SpongeBob is now literally the series that like I could literally like the newest episode. Apparently they just went back in time and they're like,
And
oh
well,
yeah,
not understanding their own source material is pretty sadly on course for this rotting franchise that's stuck in its pit of comfortable mediocrity.
well, uh, I know Spider-Man. Oh, I did say I wanted to do Wonder Man, so maybe we'll do Wonder Man next. It's gonna be on Disney Plus, and it's a TV show. It's only 8 episodes, but it's a TV show. I would like to do an episode on Wonder Man, but I did say
Who knows?
well, Vulture's Nest episode. What fucking
I mean,
episode?
if you two decide to play Hollow Knight Silk Song, we could talk about that, but that's up to whether or not you two want to play it.
I played very little of Hollow Knight Silksong, and after how much I loved Hollow Knight, and how much I've been loving Sekiro on my second rerun, which shout out to myself for buying me the game. Thank you, me. You're welcome. Uh, anyways, I guess that's it. Oh, the Mario Galaxy movie's coming out soon. We'll definitely be talking about that on the
Yeah,
podcast.
I was going to bring up earlier. Probably Mario Galaxy might be the background footage to space. I don't know.
Kerbal Space Program, probably, or
Let me
Destiny.
see. Can I think of footage to use for this as a suggestion?
Mario Kart 8
Hmm.
Deluxe, but it's all just Rainbow Road. It's just like different characters playing on Rainbow Road. Uh, I need to think of one for War of the Worlds. I guess just Left 4 Dead. Fantastic Four.
I mean, Enter the Gungeon. Enter the
No.
Gungeon could have cool idea.
Well,
Oh, you Toy Story 2, Crash 4.
What? Toy Story 2? What? Because there's a
you know,
space
Pixar.
level? Oh, Pixar. Okay, I was about to say because there's a space level. Okay. Well, thank you all for listening to the Vulture's Nest.
You just put fucking War of World
Thank
War of
y'all.
War
Thank y'all for
War
listening
of
to Vultures.
Warcraft World of Warcraft
War of
Jesus.
Warcraft. Oh
footage.
my
Well, thank
gosh.
you for listening to the Vulture's Nest. If you enjoy, leave a like, comment. It helps us out, and subscribe. See y'all later. Here's hoping Hoppers is good. And
Oh,
Wait,
Pixar does well again.
did I even say World of Warcraft right that time? Did I say
it's called.
War of
It's
Worldcraft
called
like
War. It's
again?
called. Oh my goodness. It's called World of Warcraft.
Now I fucked you up too.
See, here's the worst part about it. I think I played it. Maybe I'll use War. It's War of Worldcraft. War of Worldcraft. For smiling
World of Warcraft.
for smiling friends, I don't even know what footage I'm using for smiling friends. You guys will know when it comes out. But speaking of which, tomorrow
Oh
IRL.
wait, for smiling friends. Huh.
Oh, smiling friends
For
easy.
smiling friends, you could use like Cuphead. You could use like
No, no,
you
no,
could
no.
use really any
No,
smiling friends.
I gotta use LSD Dream Simulator footage, which is a real game on the PS1.
Yeah.
That'd be
Thank
very
y'all so much for listening to us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Let me think. What could you use for
Did
smiling
you stop the
friends?
recording?
Now I did.